What is happening, everybody? My name's Seven and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be all about the brand new patch that you've just had to download to play the game Fortnite on all platforms. I'm going to break down everything that is awesome about this and provide you with that information. I cannot wait to do it. If you enjoyed the video, smash a like and of course subscribe if you're brand new. Welcome to the Seven Squad. So to begin with, they've introduced stats. Now, stats aren't anything that other people can see, I don't believe. This is just your own thing. Now, leaderboards will be coming soon, which will be the place where we'll be able to see everybody's actual individual stats. But at this moment in time, we were able to see our own. So if we go over to the stats section, you can see your stats as seen here. Now, it says that I've only won one solo match, and that is genuinely the video I made the other day that I played. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll actually go for the win. And I've placed 11th in top 10. I've placed 22 times in top 5, mostly just when I'm going into solo to do recordings. I've had 144 kills. I played 82 matches. That's not very good. Oh my god, I'm terrible. If we go over to duos, I haven't had a win in duos yet. Haven't played too much yet either, actually, to be honest. And then we've also played squad, and I've got more wins in squad. I did say, to be honest, that I've actually played more in squad than I have in solo, but I definitely need to sit down and grind. But you'll be able to go onto the stats for yourself and be able to see your own stats. Hopefully, they are absolutely awesome. If they are, let me know in the comment section below. So that's the first thing that they've actually introduced with this new patch update. Now, secondly, is going to have to be something that we're going to see when we go into the game. Now, you'll know that when loading into a lobby, you have to then, of course, wait for everybody to hop in, and then you go straight into the bus. Now, I've been told that when you are actually waiting to go into the bus, there is a new notification that pops up. So like the pre-game UI will basically indicate that the server is like waiting for players to connect, and then the battle bus is launching when the lobby becomes full, which is at 100 players. So as you can see on screen, it says waiting for players 1 minute, and it does like a countdown, and then it's got the countdown in the right. Now we all know that it cuts straight from a minute to down to like 15 seconds once there's enough people in the game, and it'll say battle bus launching in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but without the forceful voice. So you'll notice now as well, they've also increased the speed of the bus. So the bus's movement is increased by 50%. So it's from 4,000 speed to 6,000. So if I open up the actual map, you'll be able to see that the bus is flying rapidly across. Not only is it flying rapidly across the map, they've also increased the skydiving velocity as well, and they've increased that by 50%, which basically means that goes from a score of 4,000 to 6,000. So if you want to do the alternative of like diving straight down to like get to the ground as quick as possible, you say pick an example like this location beneath me, and you can dive instantly down, and it is so much faster than before. So anybody that wants to do this quick dive, it's a very strategic play, especially because if the bus is going over one of the locations you want to go to, then of course you can do this. They've also patched the glitch that occurred, which I showcased not too long ago, which is, by the way, the most viewed video on this channel at this moment in time with 550,000 views. That was the glitch where the glider basically didn't spawn in, and so you were left without a glider, and it was like the weirdest thing ever. It was cool when it happened, but they've actually patched that, so that's not going to work anymore if you try and attempt that. They've actually sorted that in this patch note. Not only have they updated the fact that you can get down to the ground quicker and the bus moves faster over the top of the map, they've also named a bunch of new locations on the map, which I've already mentioned in my loot and location videos, which are the Dusty Depot. So they are the 3 sets of buildings, really good for loot. We've also got Tomato Town, as you can see, which is up here this way, which was like the pizza place where you got like the restaurant. And then they've also put on the map Salty Springs, which is that unnamed town that I mentioned. So there's also a bunch of new structures by Tomato Town which I haven't seen yet, so I think I'm going to go and explore that, and let's go and see if we can find these new structures that they've implemented into the game. They should be pretty noticeable, like the fact that I've been here before, so let's see if we can actually spot them straight off the bat. Now we've obviously got the houses over there, and we've got the tree that I normally go and loot at. We've got the bridge, and there's a building at the back. Now I don't think that building's been there before. I don't recognize that. It might have been, but I'm not 100% sure. We've also got the bridge over there, that was there before. We've got the tunnel as well. So it's looking pretty decent. It's not too bad. And it's also supposedly got some better chest spawn locations too, but we actually haven't seen anything change as of yet, because this is the first time I've actually landed in at this location. So let's pick up these items. Let's take a look around, see if we can actually spot anything slightly different. So I personally think, I don't remember this house actually being here before. So this might be a brand new structure. I don't recognize this house at all. So the fact that there's a house here, if this wasn't here before, which I don't think it was, then this is probably the new structure, and I can already hear upstairs a chest. So this is probably going to be a really good place to land when, you know, you're coming down, you start spotting people going towards the restaurant, and you're kind of like, oh, see you later, brah. So in this house, you can actually get another chest that's upstairs here. I knew I could hear it. I was like, oh, beautiful chests. Let's wish us the best of luck for loot. Okay, we got a semi-auto rifle. That's not too bad. I'll probably switch that out for my actual AR, or maybe get rid of the SMG because I'm not really fond on that. Now they've supposedly increased the amount of chests that you find in the northern bridges and the southern bridges. So you've got this northern bridge up here, not too far away, and they've also got the one down here at the southern section of the actual map. So there's probably going to be more chests around these areas, which will be great for anyone that does land like in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Now it looks like there isn't any chests that have spawned here at this point, but it is definitely one of the new places where you can find some more chests. Unfortunately, luck is not on our side. There's also supposedly more that have been added over towards like the Lonely Lodge area over here on the right side of the map as well. So if anyone's around these areas, whether it be these bridges at the top and the bottom or over Lonely Lodge, you're probably going to find chests that you haven't heard or seen before. So that's going to be really useful for anybody that, like I said before, that gets stuck out in the sticks. Now I know that they've also fixed some of the glitches that happen with basements. This one's already been looted, but some of them were actually indestructible, and a lot of people had quite a few issues going down and trying to loot these areas. Now this place has already been looted out, and as you can see, they've already opened up the chests. So thankfully, if I'd landed here originally, I would have been able to still open this basement and I wouldn't have had that problem anymore. I know I've had it once or twice myself, so if you've witnessed that glitch, like where the basements were blocked, then don't worry about that. That will be fixed now, so you'll be able to go down in those basements and get all that precious loot. Obviously, they've also increased the performance of the game. It feels a lot smoother, and it's not lagging as much for being on console, which I have previously mentioned quite a lot. And as you guys have noticed as well, you've been like, actually, hang on, how's he even playing this, man? It's lagging way too much, and it is one of the problems that exists on console compared to PC. It lags a lot less on PC compared to what it does on actual console, so it's really good that they've improved the performance quite a bit actually on this game. It's good to see they've also patched the floating tree issue that we actually had before. I did see quite a few myself, and yeah, it didn't really make much sense. I've seen them around Loot Lake before, where the tree just kind of floats by itself, and it's almost as if somebody's, you know, knocked out a mountain that it was standing on, or, you know, someone magically just pulled one out of thin air and just placed it up in the clouds. It was very odd, but that's been patched as well. It looks like someone over here is building a base for some reason, like protecting a supply drop or something. I remember there was a supply drop that did drop around this location. Hello, mate. You alright, mate? See you later, mate. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you for the sniper. They've changed a bunch of different things in the game and lots of fine little details for the different game modes, so I'll definitely link that in the description if you want to go and read the full section of all the different things they've changed on all the different platforms, not only for Battle Royale but also for the other game modes a part of the main game of Fortnite, which if you already have, then you might want to actually go and check that out as well. So I'll place that in the description like I said just there before, and I hope that this video enlightens you about some of the most important updates. Of course, there are some changes as well to some weapons, which I haven't already mentioned, which I should definitely mention. They've decreased the damage of certain weapons like the grenades, the grenade launcher and the rocket launcher with the environmental damage. So it was at about 450, now they've reduced that to 375, so it's not as damaging to people's like fortresses, etc. They've increased the reload time of the rocket launcher slightly as well, and they've also increased the semi-auto sniper rifle damage by 50%. I used to pass on that weapon all the time. I wasn't that fond on it because it just didn't do enough damage, but now that they've upgraded it and made it a lot better, that's going to be really good as well. And they've also decreased the scope on the assault rifle, the scoped assault rifle. They've decreased that by about 33% as well, because that was a very overpowered weapon as well. So they've fiddled around with a couple of different weapons and whatnot, and it's made, you know, quite a difference to the game. Basically, people's structures are going to last a little bit longer, you know, rocket launchers are going to take a little bit longer to reload, and then weapons that were too OP have kind of been put down a little, and then weapons that weren't really getting picked up that much. So I hope that this video helps, and of course in the comments I will place the actual link to all the patch notes if you want to go and read through all of the individual smaller little things they've added and changed about the game modes and the game in general, as well as things they've done for the main game. That'll be in the description, so definitely go and check that. I just wanted to focus more on the Battle Royale because that's why you're all here. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's video. Let me know things you'd like to see patched in the future, things that you think are just too OP or things that are missing that you want added into the game, because of course I'm happy to cover all those as well. Thank you for watching. My name's been Seven, also known as Martin Wood. Like and comment on all that you love. Peace.